To think I'll never hear your voice again, except on some old tape that's not the same. For when you cross my mind it causes pain. To think I'll never hear your voice again. I recall you hit those notes so high and true, with a voice that soared above the vocal view. You sang not just to please the listening ear, but the measure of a song to you was dear. I still can hear those words so warm and deep. They give me shivers even when I sleep. You always had a beat to fit the song, and lives are poorer now that you have gone. And to think I'll never hear your voice again, except on some old tape that's not the same. For when you cross my mind it causes pain. To think I'll never hear your voice again. There's an old recording that I sometimes play, it takes me back to a long forgotten day. But there's no way it ever can compare, 'cause now you're gone, the feeling isn't there. Memories take me back to schoolyard time, when we didn't have a song, a tune or rhyme. Now I long to hear that voice once more someday, when the circle turns and shadows fall away. I think I'll never hear your voice again, except on some old tape that's not the same. For when you cross my mind it causes pain. I think I'll never hear your voice again. I'll never hear your voice again, except on some old tape that's not the same. For when you cross my mind I feel the pain. I think I'll never hear your voice again.
Just coming up to 9 minutes to 6 o'clock, and it's BCB This Is Drive on 106.6 FM with Judith and John. And you listen to Rodney Cordner there with Never Hear Your Voice. And Rodney's currently touring several gigs in our area, including Knaresborough and, in fact, Leeds on Saturday. And I'm very pleased to say that we can speak to Rodney now. Good afternoon, Rodney.
Hello, John. How are you doing?
Yes, we're doing okay. How are you?
I am grand. I'm kind of getting psyched up to go over your part of the world. Whose dates you read out?
Yes,
Thursday. I'm going on Thursday actually, and I'm just back scarcely a week from the States, so I've
busy.
All that. Yes, I am busy with that. I'm glad to be busy. For about over a year, I had some health issues and I wasn't touring at all, but now I'm on the road again, and I haven't collapsed must be doing okay.
Okay, well, pleased to hear that you've recovered, Rodney.
So it was nothing terribly serious, but it was just some surgery. It was nothing that was going to be ultimately dangerous, but I just needed it, and I couldn't, it weakened me for a while, Okay. I'm not 17 anymore yet.
Rodney, tell us what sort of show you're doing these days, and of course, are you playing by yourself, or?
No, I'm playing with Jean-Pierre Rudolph, with whom we've played now something in the region of 30 years.
Okay.
But we really have slowed down this last couple of years. I mean, both of us are getting older, plus the scene keeps changing, people get older and young people don't remember the new people coming along. And I work not only doing festivals like Flevo and Holland and those kind of festivals, but I'm also doing a lot of folk gigs and folk festivals. So audiences change and we change. But with Jean-Pierre, we do very much the Cordner and Rudolph thing. Most of the songs are mine, and the arrangements and the crazy fiddle flute stuff with the jazzy touch to it, they're his,
Okay, so this is Cordner on guitar and vocals and Rudolph on
things, yeah.
And what sort of material are you doing these days?
Well, we still do a lot of material from our dozen or so. I think over the years together we had about 9 albums, and we still do a kind of a best of choice from them. Songs like my song The Orchard, my silly song Fiddlesticks, a song about England which is very relevant today, from a Sense of Place album called The Earth of England, and a few, always threw in a few old Irish songs like The Star of County Down, The Eviction, Johnny Cash's Redemption, done with an Irish touch to it, and Jean-Pierre still plays some Irish jigs and some of his kind of swing jazz stuff. And when we're not together, he works with he writes a lot for shows and stuff, and he also plays with a Syrian oud player who plays kind of together they do sort of Middle Eastern music, and now it's a sort of a gut-strung mandolin with no frets. It's a kind of a funny thing, looks like a lute. So he's into that, and when I'm not with him, like I still do a lot of my own material, but a lot of my newer material has got an Americana touch to it, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, okay. Well, it sounds like a really interesting mixture. Just give us some of the dates that you're playing then, Rodney, in the coming couple of weeks.
Let me see. Well, we're playing on, where are we? We're playing on Friday in Hartlepool.
Okay.
Leeds for Alan Gibson at the Chabalet has concert, one of his shows. Sunday in the Royal Oak, Knaresborough. Monday I'm up in Bishop Auckland, I'm not sure where. And next Wednesday I'm in Ravenscourt Art Centre in London. And if you go onto my Facebook, you'll see a list of that up. And that's what we're doing over the next 10 days.
So the most local one for Bradford would be the Leeds gig, I think, and that's that's a house concert in Alan's house.
Yeah.
What is that, in his living room?
I don't know. House concerts are the new big thing. They're all over the place, not just here in the British Isles, Ireland and England, but all over Germany and the continent there. You see, folk clubs is kind of passed away. The old coffee house style thing it's kind of passed away too, although there's a lot of little cafe type places and bistro type places that do singer-songwriter nights and open mics and things like that. But all those numbers, all those dates and the details of all of those dates can be got from Alan Gibson, and his Leeds number is 07946754599.
Okay.
If you've got that.
I just got his number up on my phone and I was going to read it out. You've saved me the trouble, Rodney.
Okay, well, let's tell people about it again in case they haven't actually got it. And So, what else? How's yourself?
Well, very well, thank you very much. Yes. So we've only. So you remember our previous meeting, and we did one interview together, didn't we? And I think we met with your sister in Leeds.
It's my daughter in Leeds.
Your daughter, I do apologise. Your daughter in Leeds.
Thank you. That makes me feel young. If you're really.
I was going to play out. We've only got a couple of minutes before the news, and I was going to play out with Mad Mad World, which was from your 1989 album Touch of Irish Joy.
Oh my God, that's an old one.
So there's an old one. So do you want to tell us?
It's just as mad today as it was back then.
Well, indeed. So just give us a sort of introduction for the song, Rodney, and then I'll play it.
Well, it's hard to remember that. Listen to it, let alone
Put you on the spot a bit.
Song, and it's very relevant today because every word's a mess, and there is no leadership in the world at any level.
Okay, so there's a bit of politics behind your performance, isn't there, as well?
There's only politics in as much as, come on, human race, wise up. Not party politics.
No.
Good God, we know enough
No,
about that. Over here in Ireland, I'm not going to say any more. The only thing I will add to that is at least we've become a little bit more civilized over here in Ireland. You know, the peace process is holding. Doesn't mean everything's hunky-dory.
Yes.
But I still travel a bit, and the ordinary, what you would have called when I was young, Joe Public, is dissatisfied everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think so. A guy called Larry Norman once had a song called The World. A song won't change the world, but it might change you, and that's the best we can do. Writing a song, a poem, or a little article, or championing a cause or a charity. Well, especially this humanitarian charity. Well, that's better than doing nothing at all.
Rodney, we're going to have to go to the news, but thanks very much. And we wish you well in Hartlepool, Knaresborough and Leeds.
Thank you. See you soon, I hope.
Okay, indeed, Rodney. Thanks very much. Bye for now. So that's Rodney Cordner, and if you do want to go to see him in Leeds on Saturday, you need to ring Alan Gibson on 07946 754 599, as Rodney said earlier. And Alan has, I've spoken to him today, and he said you can get in free if you mention BCB Radio. So thanks very much for listening. Coming up, we've got Writer's Circle with Tina, and it's Cheerio.